Lay low, mate. On the beat.
Cowboys Raw Uncut. 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 Cowboys Raw Uncut.
Man, I don't think Cowboys Raw Uncut gonna drop one of these. How about them Cowboys? Man, how we feeling right now, fellas? It's Cowboys Raw Uncut.
Feeling real good right now.
Real good.
OG, tell them what we do, man, when we drop them burgers, man. What's the saying, man?
You know, we drop burgers, we eat burgers. You know, Dallas drop them burgers, we eat burgers. It's a team sport out here.
Yeah.
We are supporting our team. We dropping burgers with them.
Yeah, man.
Burger week.
Yes, sir. It's
40
Burger
burgers.
Week. Burger Week.
Man, that was
LA, from New York to LA, having our way. You hear me?
Dak was 25 or 31 for 304, 4 touchdowns, one interception. How y'all feel about the performance? I know
Solid.
Terry, he called it, didn't he?
Yeah, man, it was the week, man.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
I just figured, you know, a shooter's gonna shoot, man. I'm gonna keep shooting, man, because I know if he do well, our team does well. We go with the success of him, whether it's offense or defense. So, what he's able to do is not turn the ball over. Even though if he had that one, I think it was a forced play, but you know it was more of a heat check. But overall, I just think he played good. He protected the ball, and we were able to move it, man. He made the passes that need to be made. So I mean, I'm happy.
He used them feet. One got tipped at the line, though.
The one did get tipped at the line.
The main thing,
Tight end tipped.
like Dre and Slick were saying, on kickback, he used his feet. He got out of trouble. He picked up 3 and didn't lose 5.
Play smart and fun, man.
Every time he did that, there were positive gains.
You know, it's funny. I seen one play, man, where he took off and got literally it's like 1 or 2 yards, and all I heard was Slick saying, "Hey, if he takes off for 1 or 2, just don't take the sack." And I was like, when I seen it, I was like, man, I swear they be listening to us, man. I swear they be listening to us.
I mean,
I seen
don't
that.
hurt yourself. Make it easy, man. You see it ain't working, go on off. You ain't got to be fast.
They say,
You ain't
"Here
got to
we
be
go."
Lamar Vick special. You just move, make them respect it.
4 rushes, 19 yards. That's
cool,
all
man.
we was talking about.
Yeah,
And,
something like.
and extending the play.
Yeah.
So I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? And they did. They threw a lot of boots
Down
out.
there, 5
Yeah,
o'clock.
and they threw a lot of boots
Take
out
that.
there. You know, they threw in boots and rollouts. You know, which got him able to react instead of thinking a lot of times. So, you know, he was a lot more accurate this game. He seemed a lot more under control, man. So. I love if he plays like this, I don't see why we can't continue to win and win the way that we are winning. So I wanted 4 touchdowns and they gave him my 4. That's all I wanted from him.
Drop burgers.
Yeah, that
Last
easily.
2 games, actually.
And with the what you know.
Oh.
And then we go. And then
Raw
we get
Uncut.
It's a party.
Cowboys Raw
It's
Uncut.
always a party.
Cut.
Hey man, but yeah, he was able to move the ball down the field. We got 4 touchdowns from our offense and 1 from our defense, and we got a safety. So you know when you play that type of football, it's hard to lose. It's hard
Yeah,
to lose.
when all phases are clicking, it's tough.
Yeah, and I think all of that it's crazy because to me it's like that's what I wanted to see from the offense because your defense their defense puts you in position to be able to be successful, and when you are successful, it gives the defense something more to play about, you know, something more to play for. So when our offense complements our defense, we're gonna be a hard team to beat.
And I gotta see us come back from behind. We look like front runners to me.
Yeah.
I ain't really sold. We get a little lead and against some bums. I ain't gonna say bums because it's an NFL team, but I'm getting front runner vibes. I need to see more.
I agree with that.
Everybody play good. All aspects play good. I'm definitely not diminishing the win, but when adversity strikes, it looks like we curl up. But if we're in the front and if we're winning, everybody plays better. Our defense play better, play loose. Dak play loose. I need to see us play like that in a close game right behind. That's what I'm looking
I'm with you on that.
Like
Rick.
last week.
Huh?
Like last week.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but see,
But against a more physical team.
But yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but yeah.
Rick wants character wins. That's what he wins. Rick wants character wins.
I just have a feeling that we're soft. And winning.
I don't think. Mentally.
We have a thing with prosperity,
Yeah, that's
I
what I
think.
mean.
Yeah,
So-
we do. Yeah, we do have a problem with it.
I just think that
You just gotta know.
if we jump out and get these leads, we play better. And I think everybody plays better with a lead, so I don't want to say it's, but I think it really stands out when I watch the games.
Well, it really stands out with us because it activates, another level of our defense with rushing the ball.
Correct.
Once we get the pin our ears back,
Correct.
shit, it's on. You know
Correct.
what I'm saying? Like
That's our,
Correct.
that's
That's
our
that's
game.
what we looking
Correct.
for. Once we
Correct.
get to making that other quarterback having to throw,
Correct.
oh man, come on, let's do
Correct.
it.
But see, and we've
We
always
smell
been
blood, we gonna like
Correct.
We've always been a team.
Yeah.
We've always been to play with- our
correct.
defense need to play.
Cuz,
Our defense has to play with a lead in order to be its
but-
best. But I like to go back to previous episodes because it seems like it's that we flip flop. Because when I look at the league overall right now, there's a ton of parity in the NFL. We don't have a clear cut standalone team in the NFL right now. Everybody, we talk about the Cardinal loss. Yeah, that was a bad loss for us, but you look at that same loss that the Chiefs took to the Broncos, or you look at the Bills losing to the Patriots. These wins that we're getting right now, they're against NFL teams, and these teams can beat you, and they will beat you. So when now as a whole, looking at the league as a whole, I look back on those games against the Giants, against the Jets, now against the Rams and even the Chargers. Every win's a good win right now, man.
Correct.
So when I see this now, I'm looking at it, I'm just like, whoa, I feel a certain way about this now. So when you say you're not impressed, those wins now seeing as a whole, it's just I'll take it and I'm okay with it because that's still
It's not
the
about being
Rams are
impressed.
capable of beating.
It's not about being impressed because I said from week one, I don't care if we win 1-0, 3-2. I just want to win. Everybody gets played in the NFL. I'm going off your takes previously and looking ahead for other teams that we got going. Yeah. For right now, for the win that we just had, man, I'm giddy. I celebrated like it was won the championship, and I do it for every win. But looking ahead, when we have big games, here recently I've been let down in big games. So I'm trying to find not the common denominator as to why, because in my mind I got the reason is why. In my mind, the reason is we're mentally soft and we fail with the adversity. I want to get that changed.
Yeah.
I want to get that changed.
Yeah.
The same way when we play those bums that's on a 3-game losing streak since they won their Super Bowl in week 5, the same way that they jumped out on us 7-0 and we had to come back, it's like we folded. Same way when the Cardinals jumped out on us early, it's like we folded. I want to see us
And a nip
take
and
that.
tuck.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I want to take.
The adversity, man.
I don't want to.
Why not? Why
Adversity
not?
is cool.
You're going to have to, though.
Yeah, we're going to have to, but at the same time,
You're not going to jump out on everybody
we're
in
not.
the NFL.
But we didn't jump out on. We didn't
Especially
jump out
when
on,
it's not, when it comes to the playoffs.
But we didn't jump out on the Chargers. We didn't jump out on the Chargers.
We didn't.
These last 2 weeks.
We didn't.
That was a mentally tough
Yes.
win against the Chargers. Even though you don't look at them as as the same team up in the Bay or this team that we're going to see next week. You don't put them in the same.
I see the Chargers. The Chargers is soft like we are.
Yeah,
I don't
but-
see.
but-
I
but-
want some. I want to see somebody physical. I
That's
want to
an
see
equal,
us.
That's an equal opponent if that's
yeah,
what your case. And
yeah.
we
So
weren't,
I-
and we didn't lose that game.
Yeah. So
We
that's
didn't lose that
You
game.
say the Chargers is a playoff team right now?
I don't know. I don't know what a playoff team in the NFL is right now. Because everybody can be beat. We don't. There's a ton of parity in the NFL right now, man. You look at the team in that.
I think we're a playoff team.
I definitely say we're a playoff team. But as you see, the
So
front
why you
runner,
can't make the call on the Chargers?
Because
you
I
want me
don't
to make it.
Yeah.
Nah, they're not going to playoffs.
I don't know, but
Okay.
we don't know because
So
you
that's
look,
another aspect to
No,
it.
no,
too.
they're not
Did
going
you
to
beat
the
a playoff
No,
team?
because
like
you look
that?
at the Winers, they were a front runner. They were beating the brakes off some teams, and that quick in 3 weeks, we see how that changes. And even with the Chiefs yesterday.
Do you think the 49ers going to make the playoffs?
I don't know. I don't
Nobody
know.
knows. What do you
But you
think?
was easy
I would
to
like
say
to say
that
so.
we would.
I would like to say that they are, but I don't know. We don't know. We don't know what's going on with Brock Purdy right now. We don't know what's going on in their defense. They're giving the point.
It's all, I mean, good wins or not. Seem like we downplaying this team we just played, man. To me.
Yeah,
I
want to
don't
no
see
more.
that because they've been playing teams tight, man, and this ain't just one of them, man. We handled our business on them at the crib, man. We dominated.
Yeah.
Like we just played a game that we wanted to play. Dak had more free reign. He was loose. He was in a rhythm. We was intentionally going to CD. You know what I'm saying? We was intentional with the entire offense. Like we was up and alive for a team that we knew could come out and play us hard because they seen other teams in our division do such. And we've seen each other before.
Yes.
This team,
That's
they
true.
came out
That's
this game
true.
with a different
Two
mentality.
things can
man.
be
That's
true
it.
though.
But
They
we walked
came out
into
with
those
a
games
different mentality, man.
to Steve's point. We
And
came in.
we
walked
played
into
it. We
those.
played our game.
Yeah, I agree with him, man. We walked into those games and let them beat up on us or look past them, knowing what we have this week. Easily in the past, look past the Rams and being worried about the Eagles. Walk in with the big head, and because you just beat what you would assume a tougher team in the Chargers, we could have easily came in lackadaisical and lost that game. And I think that we came in and do it. That's the type of game I would like to see going into this upcoming week.
So
I want to see 43 points. I want to see our offense fluid. I want to see our defense flying around, creating turnovers because that carries into this upcoming.
And are you cool with Tony Pollard only getting 53 yards in a win like that?
Yeah, because we won. We dropped a burger and we won with no.
You can win different ways, but overall in the season with TP and the running game, I want to see it established a little bit more. Period going forward.
I think we had some chances in that game to work on the run, and we did.
I mean, I'm
But I'm
okay
cool with
with it because it's slightly over 4 yards a pop, but
12 attempts.
yeah, it's slightly over 4 yards a pop, so I can't be. I mean,
4 yards a pop is legit.
two runs and you're in third and short. So
4 yards a pop.
it's
is
not
legit.
what I expected from Pollard, but 4 yards, a little better than 4 yards a pop is legit. So.
Take 4 yards a pop. You got Aaron Donald on the other side of that line of scrimmage.
We started with a lot of good field position too.
They handled them. Shout out to Tyler Smith, man. He handled her down on them. He got,
Shout out to the line for
they got a nice couple
regrouping
little
after that
sacks.
first
Oh,
line.
how did y'all feel after that first drive?
That
How did y'all feel?
that first drive was a little.
Oh man, I was hot. I was hot.
Notice that's how we've been coming out like that though. The offensively, defensively, especially like the first drive, we kind of they might walk us down the field, then we'd come back second and play a little bit better. We be
First
more
drive,
uncertain. I don't
Dak
know
with
what it
the
is.
dot on that touchdown, and good catch, Fergie.
And he's made that.
That's the play they missed on the last
Yeah,
that's the
Fergie
play they missed
fingertipped it too,
Yeah,
man.
that
It
was
was a
Scoons missed that.
fingertip.
Scoons missed that, and Fergus missed that one before. Both of
was
them.
a
We run
dot.
the same. We run
Shout
the
out to
same
the
well.
secondary, man. The way we control those wide receivers, man. Those wide receivers, they play, man. They've been getting in people's back.
Yeah, they ain't getting nothing.
But that was a whole defensive scheme because we was getting pressure in our.
Right.
We had them rattled to where you got to throw it quick. We in there. We
Right,
coming.
right.
And yeah.
But let's talk about the O-line a little bit. They did allow 3 sacks, and it does show we seen Dak had to jump out of that pocket a lot. Do we have any concerns about our O-line? And,
No.
your guy was on the sideline, too, again, Rick.
Little street
Man,
clothes.
man.
Man,
I keep telling you.
street clothes.
So
Time,
overall,
man.
are we concerned about the O-line,
It
man?
was a report that I ain't got no concerns because they played a hell of a game. That shit wasn't nothing but some early shit in the first quarter. They dominated the rest of that shit. That was early. They cleaned all that up. Tyler Smith was moving Aaron Donald out the way, and they was working the teams, man. They was working as a unit on both sides of that.
Yeah,
line,
they definitely
man.
had to double
They
them.
was jumping up, doubling to, moving them out the way, man. They was doing their thing, man. I think they played a good game. They gave up
played a
on
great
them
game.
early. Other than that, shit.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think they did a great
A
game.
couple of them, it just happens. They got Aaron Donald.
Am I concerned with I'm not concerned with the line play. I'm concerned with the availability of a couple of key players. But the players that stepped in and they played did a solid job. So overall, I'm not. And like I keep stressing enough, that's a all-time great on the other side of that defensive line that they was playing in, and that they handled very handily. So yeah, I'm cool with that.
And shout out to Coach. Coach is opening up the playbook a little bit. He found a way to get CD the ball, gave it to him, I think, on the reverse as well, right?
Feed CD the ball.
What's some stats, Dre? What's the stats?
Man, CD, and shout out to Slick on this, man. His player of the game was CD Lamb, man. He had 12.
And Bland. Yeah, I was hot.
You had Bland too, and he was 12 for 158 with 2 touchdowns, man. That's how. And it was going back to a podcast that I was saying, man. We got to find different ways to get him the ball. Like I asked the question, like, do y'all think we can use him like Debo? In that game, we saw, yes, we can use him like Debo. No, like he ran one out of the bag. Like just get him the ball, get the ball in his hands. Like his footwork is top notch, man. He's him. He's him. So we got to get him the ball.
Don't get CD messed up, man. Don't get CD messed up. He lacked opportunity, if anything. He's a number one. He gonna get the 88.
Once you saw CD operate and how when we kept going to the well, they had no answer. That allowed Fergie, that allowed the Cookie to get involved. Yeah. That allowed different plays to happen. Once they start focusing on CD and couldn't stop him, I was a couple of times he was doubled, and he was still coming down with catches.
That's what he do, man.
And at that point, you got him off balance. We were hitting him with everything in the kitchen sink. I mean, so I think that was probably the best called game that Coach has had this year.
Yeah.
Different plays, using Turbin out of the backfield, saw a little more of Dottle, just getting different people involved.
I didn't see Gallup get involved.
No, we didn't see Gallup.
I seen him throw at him, but when he threw it was no separation. It was somebody right there.
Like I've been saying, we got to run slants. I get him them bubble screens. Got to give him the ball, use his body and his physicality. Got to get it to him immediately.
I feel like overall it's like when our offense is able to be successful and put points on the board, I'm not gonna say I wanted anything else to change. It ain't all. It'd been nice to see Gallup get some plays, but hey, man, we were able to move the ball without it. I'm happy with that. Cook got him one. I'm cool with that. Fergie got him one. That was my impact. That was my
Cook
impact
can keep
player,
getting them, man. If they keep going to CD, it opens up Cook and Fergie, open up that middle.
I don't need nothing no different. This game I'm okay with, man. Again, the pass in the red zone, they got intercepted. I ain't even bugging on that because that did get tipped. And 2, I think it was just a heat check. It was a cocky move. Because I would like to see us run the ball in that situation. That was a cocky move.
Way behind him.
You're asking for trouble when you start passing the ball down in there like that anyway. You're your chances of scoring automatically decrease normally. But
especially when you're inaccurate trying to fit it in tight windows.
Trying to fit it in those spots, man. And it was a lot of traffic around there. Even if it wasn't tipped, it still would have been a hard catch. It was a lot. He was trying to squeeze it in there, but that was a heat check. You didn't hit it. You didn't hit 4 contested 3-pointers. You might pull up from a little deeper. You know what I mean? It was a bad shot, but we were able to win and continue going forward with being successful with that ball movement, man. So I have no complaints at all, man.
But we've been able to move the ball.
Put it in the end zone.
Okay. So are you saying that with this game, you think going forward our red zone issues are fixed?
No, not at all. I need consistency. That's the one thing about this team that I know me myself have always complained about or worried about would be consistency. You need consistency. Show it game after game. Now, I just think we're going to be hard to beat when our offense scores those 4 touchdowns because Rick looked at me like I was crazy when I said I wanted 4 last time. You even said, damn. You said, damn.
I said, damn.
But that just shows the potential. That's what if we play this type of football, it's going to be hard to beat us.
I'm not really.
I need that consistency.
I'm not that satisfied with it, and I'll tell you why. And I'm satisfied, but
sound like
no, I am, but
you was just eating burgers a minute.
I'm definitely satisfied, but we're going to have to run the ball down in the end zone. I mean, we didn't get a rushing touchdown in the goal line, and we just can't throw the ball for touchdowns all the time. We got to be able to run the ball in the goal line, and
That's
we're
true.
not doing that.
That's
We're
what I
not doing
want to
that.
see. You know what
I mean,
I'm
I'm
saying? That's my
Satisfied, don't get
gripe.
me wrong, but we're not running the ball.
How we ran the
And
ball
we can't pass
is
the
my
ball
issue.
like that every game. It's not going to happen.
No,
Nah.
you can't.
So we got to get a little more physical
Yes, sir.
on the point of impact and run that ball.
Yeah.
On the
Use
goal line.
use the weapons, please, man.
Yeah, that was
Like,
that
you-
could have
Tell them what you need. Tell them what we need.
Tell 'em what we
cuz.
need.
Tell them what we
Man,
need, cuz.
run,
What we
man.
need,
Let
man.
the hogs eat, man. And sometimes you gotta throw Hunter Luke in there.
There he is.
Throw him in there, man. Like keep having him doing dummy missions, bro. He's a talent, man. Throw him in there.
He gonna get him some.
Like, come on, man.
He
Like,
gonna get him some, man.
threw him the ball and there wasn't even no room. He caught it, but still, like, run him in there, man. Just switch it up, like, just switch it up, man. We got time to build on that, but you know that's gonna help.
Yeah, you know what's so funny to me?
It's gonna help.
I sit back and listen to just like how when we play well offensively, we haven't even mentioned the defense. Through all this, the defense that scored 7 points, gave us a safety. Special teams played well. Brandon Aubrey played well, but
Shout out
that
to-
just
shout out
shows
to Sam D.
that
Williams.
that just shows
Shout out
when
to
we play
him.
well offensively.
Hold on, man.
It
Hold
gives
on,
us to
hold
him. Who we shouting out?
D. Williams, man. That's Sam Williams, dog. Because
Oh,
you
man,
mentioned
Sam
that,
Williams,
bro.
dog.
You gotta
Yeah.
mention that because that's shit that people don't be seeing, bro. Like,
Okay.
dude's a 4-3 DN running the gunner. Got down the field making plays, bro, on special teams, man.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? He got the safety. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
and it seemed like
he got
it
the
was,
pump block for the safety, man. That's big,
yeah, it
man.
seemed like
'Cause
Lego-
he's a hell of a
it was
talent at
Lego
the edge
blocks,
rushing,
man.
and
And it
he
was-
showed at 4-3 speed he got. See.
Yeah.
It was Lego blocks,
Dude
man.
got
That when-
4-3 speed, man.
When Bland took that to the house,
He's taking opportunity.
Shout out to Bland.
everything else just falling
Shout
in
out
place,
to
man.
Bland.
When Bland took that house, everything just fell into place. It seemed like every aspect of the
That
game.
was beautiful.
I wanna
Bland pick six.
I wanna
I
give
gave
credit to
him
you,
more
Rick.
touchdowns than Calvin Ridley, Jaden Waddle, Tyler Lockett, T. Higgins, and now Devontae Smith just caught one, so he
That
might be
man is-
tied.
that
I'm
man
saying-
That's premier
but
receivers
that
that he has the
man
same
is,
amount of touchdowns as
number
this
one.
season.
He is number one in the league
Uh-huh.
in picks within the last 2 years.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't really concerned. Like I love Trayvon, and Trayvon brings an extra dimension to this defense, but I knew we would be okay, you know, with Bland stepping in there, man. He just had to get
you imagine
his feet under him.
Both of them boys out there. in
Yes,
one day.
sir.
That'd be nuts.
Yes, sir. Y'all already know what it's gonna be. But since we on shout outs, man, you gotta give shout out to the Iceman too for tying the NFL record with them 2 field goals, man. You know, Brandon
Oh, man,
Aubrey,
the
man.
Iceman.
We gonna keep on shouting them out, man.
58.
Shout out
Yeah,
to the
from
guy.
58.
Aubrey.
He tied the NFL record. I forgot who got it, but one more with straight makes. He gets one more, man. He owns that, man. From a software engineer, 28-year-old man, to playing for the Dallas Cowboys.
We knew you was a stud, Aubrey.
Did we?
Not all of us.
Not all of us. Like, you
Not
know,
all
he's
of
one
us.
of them. John would be one of them. We knew.
Yeah.
We knew it the whole
Yeah.
time, boy. Now I want to give a second to Rick, man, and give a shout out to him, man, because he called it on the kickback. He said that we had to stop Cooper Kupp and that wide receiver option that they like to run, and I'll be damned if that screen, the option,
was an
whatever
option when
was
we took
screen
it to the
option.
house,
It was-
right.
yeah, it was, and Bland stepped in and literally took it to the crib, and I said, "Damn, man."
Then they try to run it again, and he
tried to run
smacked
it
the
again.
shit out of him.
Man,
And I
that's
said,
how you
Rick
know.
called it. I said, Rick called it, baby.
That-
Yeah, I
that's-
said, Rick called it, man.
That's
We got
what's more
7.
impressive about Bland, man. Boy does his homework.
Yeah.
You can tell he
Yeah,
studies
absolutely.
because he was breaking. He broke on one and barely missed it. He dove for it and didn't get it. But he sees these things coming. He does great film study.
Yeah.
He stopped that third down play.
Yeah.
They did ran one of them, tried to do one of them little Cooper Cup screens, and he got in there and made that tackle
He
behind the
does
line.
great film
And
study.
they touched on Al Harris with these DBs, man. And I love the relationship when I see
Me too.
how he works with
Yes,
these
sir.
DBs,
Yes,
man.
sir.
You know, they touched on that during
call.
the game, man.
He
I'm gonna tell you,
coaches them all.
Al,
I
you
don't
doing
even think
your
it's
thing,
just him.
man.
I think Gilmore's up there out there help coaching him up too with that knowledge.
Man, shout out to Gilmore.
Yeah,
I didn't even hear
You ain't hear his name,
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you ain't hear his name, man.
You,
For real.
did. You
Yeah,
was
the
doing your
OG
thing
vet,
out
man.
there.
Yeah,
Gilmore.
yeah.
OG
you
vet
held it down
holding
solid.
it down, man.
Solid.
Yeah.
John, so
that's
how you
solid.
feel about the game record this week? How How you feel about the game?
Yeah, we wasn't getting ready to let that Miami, Florida Tutu guy get off either. Neither we wasn't having that. We wasn't having that. Yeah, at Miami, Florida, hometown kid, we wasn't trying to see that, man.
I would have been a little happy with the game record if they the game at strip sack fumble.
No, you should have got it.
But you know, the whole defensive line did their part, man. It was that man was getting rid of the ball. He didn't want to hold that ball.
He couldn't hold
He
it.
didn't want to hold that ball for 3 seconds.
What was
He
that? The
getting rid of that
second
ball
drive?
fast.
Pollard got the
That's
sack.
knowing.
I mean, Parsons got the sack. Was that the second drive when he came through? And so he was on his ass early.
And we
Parson got one and Armstrong.
and we beat somebody up for once.
Yeah.
I mean, we beat somebody up.
Yeah, we was hitting them, and it felt good. So that's looking at this game. I'm happy with the overall performance of the team going into a bigger game this week. Because the 49er game was one thing, but this Eagle game to me it feels like a tad bit bigger. You know, because I felt that game was it, but now watching where the troubles they're having right now, and Philly finding different ways to win.
Philly.
I don't like them either, though,
what happened.
and I don't like them
It's
either.
on,
But
yeah,
and
what
we
you
know we're
mean?
gonna play them twice, and we know we're gonna play them twice. That's why I think right now this game, I like where we're bringing into this game. That's the way. If you was to reverse those wins, I would between the Chargers, the way we won. If you put the Chargers after this game, so if you would have played the Rams last week and played the Chargers this week and we won like that, would that change the way of your perception of the team going into this big week?
Nah, because they was still on the road, primetime game against our former offensive coordinator. That was a huge game for them. They was coming off a bye. That was a huge game for them, and we still stepped to the plate and won that.
Kellen Moore showed
coming
more
off a
emotion
beat
than that
down,
game
too.
than ever.
Yeah. So nah, I'd have felt the same.
You'd have felt the same.
I think people underestimate the value of that win on the road on a Monday night against Kellen Moore with everything they had, with all the offensive weapons they have. Yeah, I think everybody
And an
underestimated
extra week to think about that beat down that we just took.
Yeah.
And then that's how they do, though. You know, they gonna say we gonna go in. We might lose to a team, then we blow them out like we did them, and now that that team ain't no good. Now, the first they were saying, hey, this is a team, y'all, you gotta watch their receivers. You gotta watch this. They
Yeah,
still
man,
got Aaron Donald.
That same team played
You know what I'm
Sunday
saying?
night and put up points.
Yeah, but it's so nuts.
And we thumped them.
Yeah.
Do you look back? Where San Francisco is right now? Does that make that loss feel worse than what it was?
Nah, you move on, bro. Can't keep
told you.
crying
No, I'm
about
asking
that
like-
shit.
Nah,
I can't keep
in
crying about that
retrospect,
shit,
just
bro. It's time to play ball,
Does
bro.
it
We
make
got
no? I'm
Philly
asking
coming
like
up.
when
Only
as
thing-
far as what a bad loss, like do you look back on that and think that we should be our records should look different looking back on where they're at now and where we're at right now?
Yes.
You think so, Dre?
Yeah.
This is a good place. We went through some shit we needed to go through, man.
No.
I don't
saying?
really think
Because
we
obviously that was
we
the
don't
issue.
always need to get beat and drugged down
Nah.
to go through something.
But
to,
there was
to
an
figure.
issue.
Like, but what was it? But going in, we ain't feel the issue. We was coming for him. We was saying we gonna
said
come
that?
for him.
Whoa,
Like
whoa,
we
whoa.
felt
Not
not
we.
you, Rick, but I'm just saying
Not we,
like.
not we,
But hold
yeah.
on, but none of us, even with you, you didn't see 42-10.
No.
Okay, so we at least
But I ain't
thought-
surprised with
So
it.
we at
Yeah,
least
still
thought
that, yeah.
we
Surprised
would
with
be
that?
in the game. We at least thought we would be
Yeah, I'm
in
surprised.
the
I'm
game.
surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm surprised.
so if we at least thought we would be in the game, and we're seeing after our game, the next 3 games they lose in like close fight, and then the Bengals come into their place and just dominate them for real. Like that, I gotta figure out like what's wrong with us. Are we really scared of them? Like if we see them
told you
again,
we
are we
was,
really
man.
That's
scared
where I
of
get-
them?
that's where I
told
like
you
that.
we was.
But I'm hearing that we had to go through that. We got to keep going through being scared of somebody.
Nah, that's not what we saying. You gotta listen. The thing
told
is
you
this.
before we played.
You gotta, it's not that. You gotta understand that we went through something.
Hold on,
We had
let me
to-
hear Steve
We had
real
to
quick.
go through something because obviously there was an issue on the table. Therefore, the issue was then CD want the ball. Get CD the ball.
That's
Feed
true.
CD the ball. Now we're doing that. We didn't seize opportunities that other teams seized against them. That's why there was an issue. So when they had that issue when CD was wanting the ball, and then Dak came out and said, well, I encourage CD to come out and tell me during the game instead of showing a certain body language, then we attack that, then we get over that issue. Now we understand, look, CD, you a young guy, but you got to speak up. These young guys, like we've been saying, these young guys got to step up and take their place on the throne, man. CD, Micah, y'all got to step up, man, and take your shit on the throne, bro, because there's guys that's younger than you that's playing good, such as Bland and Bell at their positions, and they need leadership because they got the dog in them. So
that's true, but we're speaking on one side of the ball.
That was two right there.
Well, okay, yeah, but most of it was because CD having an issue. But I'm saying, like, defensively, though, why did we have to go through that defensively?
Me personally, to step up.
Like I said the first time, the team separated. What we've been knowing since we lost that last playoff game, that everybody, the consensus was it was Dak's fault. So therefore, when it was his fault, and then he came out playing a certain way, them old scars popped back up. You know what I'm saying? They
but
came
the first drive was on our defense,
and that's what they came down and punched.
It
us
was
in the
on
mouth.
our defense.
They came down and punched us in the mouth, and to me,
we laid down after that.
That rattled us.
Our defense stepped up after they gave up that first touchdown, but the next couple of drives, the offensive side didn't do nothing. Not a field goal.
Yep,
True.
4 drives straight, man. And the thing is, when I look at when it just might be that one team that may have had our number, because again, now that something's
42 to 10, bro.
Yeah, but something's figured out now. Like I don't know what something's changed over there, man.
And I'm not sure nothing's figured out yet.
Yeah, well,
me personally,
something's going on over there, and I think that
I still see us as soft. And they came out, and if we got to play somebody that's want to run the ball and play hard-nosed defense, that somebody that want to play the style of football that we really within amongst ourselves want to see us doing, run the ball, playing hard-nosed defense, stopping the run. If we got to play somebody like that for me to say that we're over that hump.
Because how was the Rams really scoring? How did the Rams get going for real? They start running that ball on us.
Yeah. Yeah. But at the same time, we was up, so we didn't care about them running the ball.
That's true.
We wanted them to run the ball to help run this, let the time click down. We really wasn't too much tripping on you running this ball.
But I would rather if you run the ball, stop them, and then we methodically run the ball down their throats and eat the clock up. I'd rather it be that way.
That's a great scenario, but they still getting paid on that side of the ball too.
So that's my whole point.
Yeah, they still getting paid. I didn't think we was gonna shut them out. They still was gonna come and make some plays happen.
And I agree with that, but I'm just saying they got going on the run.
I
because that's an area of concern. I understand why you bring it up, because that's been an area of concern from last few years, couple years rather. The run, especially coming into this game, it's a run heavy team, so. It's going to be another in the trenches situation.
It's a bit
physicality. You got to be ready. If you ain't up and ready to play this game, bro, then you ain't ready. You know what I'm saying? You got to get ready. It's it's because it's a rap. So it's a rap. Even though we own this shit, let's just keep it real. We definitely own the rapper. We definitely own the
Dak is 8-3 against the Eagles.
They never beat him.
Dak is 8-3 against the Eagles.
Hurts ain't never beat him. So. And when we lost last year to him, Cooper Rush was starting, and we lost by 6.
Yeah, Dak is 8-3.
You know what I'm saying? When we Dak played and they didn't have Jalen, we busted them, and that's just what it is. So it's this is going to be the one that's going, all right, we finally get to see Dak and Jalen head to head.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. I think we can make up for the San Fran and the Arizona loss with a win here at the Eagles.
Definitely. Yeah, it showed growth.
Definitely. Because
it showed a little growth.
Yeah, because I think it makes up for it because those were what you still can consider early. They were physical teams, but they were early losses. Now we're in the meat of the season right now. We're in the middle. This is right now. A lot of the times, this is where a lot of NFL teams get their grades, their mid-season grades about right now. So if we come in and beat this Philadelphia team, that will erase, I think, a lot of our wrongdoings or worries from San Francisco or Arizona, because we're week 8 now, man. Like this team that we've seen the last 2 weeks isn't the same team that showed up in San Francisco or against Arizona. So if we can continue playing like this, again, offensively, we got 4 touchdowns on offense, 1 on defense, a safety, and field goals. That's going to be hard. That's hard for any NFL team to beat.
That's the same team that beat up on the Giants and the Jets.
No, it ain't. I don't believe it is. I don't believe it is at the same team, because offensively we didn't put up those same numbers. Even then, our defense was the star. Our defense was the star. This is the first game our offense has been the star of this. This is the first time this season that our offense has been the star. So if we can have that, and our defense were able to play at the level that they normally play at, our offense finally matched what our defense gave them. That's what we were talking about Thursday. So if we can do that, there's no reason why we shouldn't beat the Eagles this week. There's no reason why, because that's four offensive touchdowns just because of the position our defense put us in. We did. That's the complimentary football that you were talking about before. Just match us, man. I don't need you to do nothing spectacular, because Dak really didn't do. He did what he was supposed to do. He made the passes that he was supposed to, but it wasn't no deep bombs or no big plays, 50, 60-yard plays, man. We didn't have that. You know, that we had good drives that we were able to score on. So I feel confident going.
But
to
that's
the
how
Eagles,
we've
man.
been playing all year, though.
Yeah, but we wasn't putting it in the end zone.
We just
finally
wasn't
did.
putting it in the end
and
zone.
now we are. We see what can do. We see that's
Playing
the
the
40.
same ball.
That's the offense that I've been talking about all this time, because I know we're capable of it. You know, we are capable of this. That's why we're that.
And I think what we were saying is we know that we're capable of doing it from time to time, but we have to take the lead from the defense.
Yeah, and that's what we did. Our defense played, but our offense was the star because we were finally capitalizing. Our defense that was.
But what
consistent
happens
with
when those turn into field goals again?
we're in trouble?
Like,
Defense keep playing.
I'm just saying, just like top offenses, they run into defenses that keep them out of the end zone.
Yeah.
Then what? Does that mean that we're back to where we were in week 1 or week 2?
I mean, could this be a flash? Yeah. I mean, it possibly could be a flash, but this is what, if you look at us again on paper, or when you look at our talent that we have, this should be a norm for us. I'm not saying burgers every week, you know, not by any means. But what I am saying is that that offensive efficiency that we have should be a norm for us. And we didn't even have the run game. The run game wasn't even there to really complement the pass game. We just were efficient passing the ball and capitalizing on turnovers and good field position. Special teams got big returns. You know, multiple.
Yeah, shout out to Turpin, man.
Yeah, and then one got called back. And then we have the one that he broke at 60, 70 on. You know, that put us in position. That fires up that offense, and we finally were able to complement our special teams and defense. And
I ain't arguing with you. I hear what you're saying, man.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to beat,
but
man.
we like Rick said, man, I still want to see them face some adversity, because, you know, the playoffs, man, it's about the intangibles, man. So, you know, what I like seeing is that we only had 4 penalties for 21 yards.
Straight up.
I just want to see us against a rough and tough team. I want to see us get rough and tough back and see how we handle that adversity. Adversity builds character, man.
We got one. It's on the way. Yeah, we got one coming this week. You got one coming this week.
Funk on the way, man.
And what we have to,
Can't wait.
and what we got, one thing that stands out to me about this week is the fact that they can beat you low or high. You know, they can put up points and they can beat you in a low-scoring game. So we're going to have to bring our A game. No matter how we win this week, I just want to win. Like, this ain't going to be me being picky, because this is currently now the best team in the NFL. So if we come in here and win no matter what, I'm going to be satisfied with a win, just because.
On the road.
On the road, man. I mean, we all picked us to split with them anyway. You see how Washington played them last week. You know,
Washington play them tough every week.
They played them. That's the second time they played them tough this year, ain't it?
Took an overtime the first time.
Overtime the first time. So when I look at this is a division game. It's a division game, man, and I don't think that they have the same mental hold on us that San Francisco does. I think we come in there wanting to smack them in their mouth.
Yeah.
Like, we get up for this game every year.
Yeah.
So I'm confident going to the Eagles game because either way, it's a test. We need this. This is a test. Every 4 games, we deserve this test. So this is what it's gonna be, man. And we got more coming down the line.
Yeah, schedule get tough.
Yeah, I mean,
It's gonna get real.
Yeah.
You get real now. Yeah, schedule
We
good.
better bang it out, man.
All our cakewalks are
Get
done just
moving.
about now, ain't they?
Yeah.
All our cakewalks
Nah,
are
we
done.
still got the Panthers.
I mean, shit.
Nah, we got the Giants after them.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm saying he said all the cakewalks is done.
So that's 2 games.
We still got.
That's
yeah.
2 out of 8. That's 2 out of 8. Well, 9.
The
2 out of 8.
Giants,
And
the
whoa,
Panthers.
It's gonna get
and
real.
back cakewalks. I mean, no disrespect because it's NFL and anybody. I just watched the Broncos smack Patrick Mahomes around, so I don't mean.
Yeah,
I'm just saying games where we should be favored going into it because NFL anybody can get beat.
And at that same token, you say it's like
This
when you
year
watch
anyway.
when you watch what we did
This
to New
year.
England, when you watch what we did to New England, and then you turn around and watch them beat the Bills, you know what I mean? That's why I say like those
But
wins.
is that a division game for them?
It is
though?
a division
Okay.
game, but they shouldn't have had no chance of winning that game.
It's like it's still a division game.
It is a division game.
That's like how Washington beat up on us last year at the end of the year. They had no business
But that
doing
wasn't the end.
that.
But that wasn't the end
Bills
of
beat up,
the
too.
year.
Yeah, that was
The
that.
Bills was beat up, man.
Bills was
but,
beat up,
but
right.
still, even being beat up, I don't.
Everybody
see,
got
I didn't-
injuries, man.
So
I'm not
the
giving
part of the
nobody
year. Was
a
you picking
pass
the
for
time of the
injury
year?
because if the truth be told, the difference with San Fran when we played them and from these last 3 is they beat up and they got injuries. They got one of the best left tackles hurt. They best playmakers hurt. You know they running back is gimpy, but I would not say that because injuries do not matter. Nobody cares when we had 3 offensive linemen out and we had to go to Arizona and do it.
You know
Nobody
they
gives.
don't care
Nobody
about-
nobody
Facts.
cared about our all-pro
love for the
cornerback not
Cowboys.
playing.
Facts.
Nobody cares when we have injuries.
no,
So
next
nobody else
man.
get that pass. Nobody.
Nobody cares, but it's a factor, man.
Man,
I mean,
that's one they got to keep under their hat.
Next man up.
We don't get to say that.
Yeah, that's true.
Nobody let Cowboys walk around and talk
That's
about our
true, but
injuries.
That's right.
What you just said is valid to that. You know that San Francisco wasn't the team that played
Played us.
Minnesota that played
Yeah,
us.
correct,
We know that.
correct.
That's a
Correct.
eye test.
Correct.
So, I mean, we're
But-
not
They
really,
still weren't supposed to
I'm
do
not-
that one.
Yeah,
But-
I'm not really giving.
that's
But
all
they got a
excuse,
53-man roster the same way we do, and we got to take that lick. They got to take that lick.
That's right.
Take that lick and keep moving.
Agreed,
It is truth be
Agreed,
told, like you
but-
said,
but
that ain't
that is
even
a
our
different
business.
team.
You can see it.
That is
Yeah,
a different
I'm not
team.
gonna say
But at
it,
the
but you
same
can see it. I'm
time,
gonna give the
yeah,
Minnesota and
no.
Cincinnati. I'm
Everybody
giving that
talks
props for
about
getting the
Arizona
win.
getting a 1 win against us. Nobody except Cowboy fans would say we was missing 3 offensive line starters, because nobody cares. That's just.
I'm a Cowboy fan, not going to say it.
Yeah,
I mean,
nobody
you know,
cares.
but
It's the next man up, man. So, yeah.
I've never
Take
told
their
anybody
licks and keep going.
that, people
Heal up,
talking
nigga.
about San Francisco. I never said, hey, they're playing pretty much shell of themselves. I never said that. It's a win.
But
A win's a good win,
I also
like you said,
believe.
you know?
I also believe that again, one of y'all who said it. One of y'all said it earlier, man. I can't remember. It was a Week 5 Super Bowl.
It was.
Everybody
I
got
said
up for us. Yeah, you got up for
that's
us. It got up for us. Like they're gonna get up for us. They had shirts.
They ain't won a
made.
game since they
felt
Week
it.
5 Super Bowl.
And they felt it.
Yeah, they ain't won a game since they
and-
Week 5
Bang,
Super Bowl.
bang.
Everybody going to get up for us.
Yeah, everybody's gonna get up for us. That's why, you know.
This is part of it. That's why,
just-
you
that's
know
just
what I'm
I'm saying.
saying?
And that's why I say these
But
Bang,
fans
bang.
are
Everybody,
going back on
every
It comes
time.
along with the style, man. That's why we
Bang,
get
bang,
judged
whiner
differently.
gang.
You know what
Yes.
I'm saying? We be
Bang,
on
bang,
that,
whiner
but they
gang.
be, you know,
Bang, bang, whiner gang.
So stupid. So looking at the overall picture of
so
the
they
NFL,
get for putting that style on there.
Yeah,
They
that's
been
what
want
they
to
get.
word. That's
So-
what they. That's
so
what
looking-
happens.
looking at the
you show
overall
your
picture
fanhood. I don't care if you
of
got
the
fucking
NFL right
friends or
now,
not.
do you feel that? Do you see us as a Super Bowl contender? Looking at the overall
Now
picture.
we talking about Super
No,
Bowl
I'm just
contender
asking
again.
because-
Here we go.
He went nuts right
Here
there.
we go.
Nah, 'cause look.
53, 53.
Look, no,
Here
hear
we
me
go.
out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Here we go. No, check,
Hear me
check,
out. Hear me
check.
out.
44.
Hear me
Here
out.
we go.
Look. Hear me out. Look, yeah, and that's what I'm about to get on. So hear me out. So again,
Bahamas.
that is Ice Jackson.
Here we
They doing
go.
y'all last night. Ice Jackson.
Jackson.
Ice Jackson.
Bahamas.
Look, check.
Bahamas.
Here we go.
No, but I want to ask you because look,
He done put
what
the
I'm-
big
what
ball
I'm saying
back
is
in the
that
game,
being
man.
that-
Here we go,
being-
man.
No,
Can
listen,
we
because-
just beat the Eagles first?
Look,
Like,
no,
here
I'm
we
just
go.
saying, as of right now, because we're in week 8. So look, what I'm saying is that with the overall look of the NFL right now, I'm saying Super Bowl contenders because we've talked about playoff teams. We've already said we are playoff teams. We've already established that, so I'm not even going to go to that question. What I'm saying is that when you look at the overall league picture and the parity in the NFL right now, is there any reason why you don't see us along with in the running for that right now?
You gotta go through the
because
road.
I get it, no, but I'm saying you got San Francisco having
Long
troubles,
road,
5-3.
man. We
Who's
got
better?
a heavy schedule.
How
bro.
many-
As right now, that you talking about
right
with
now,
contenders,
who's better?
we're a wild card team.
Yeah.
We're not even
And
we
that's
don't
just
even have
because
the
of
first
no,
place
but I'm
bye.
asking. That's just because of one team that we're getting ready to see this week. Now
I'm saying as of right now. You're saying as of
Who
your
are the
question
front-
was of right now. And I will right
two
now we're a
teams.
wild
What are the
card.
NFL
You
team.
What are
gotta
the
ask.
NFL
We
and
gotta ask that question after we see the
See,
Eagles.
no, I think that the word Super Bowl is throwing y'all off right now. So I think
Yeah,
that's
'cause
what
you
it is.
jumping the gun.
I don't even
I'm
talk
not
about after
jumping
the
the
Eagles.
gun. I
That's
know.
it.
I'm
we gotta
asking
get
you.
to the NFC.
No,
Yeah,
like,
I-
no.
that's
See,
We gotta
no.
get third.
Okay, so in the NFC right now, how many teams are better than us right now?
I don't know, because we still got a lot of shit
We
to go,
still working
bro.
on ourselves.
I
don't
get
see
that.
it.
Everybody,
don't know, man.
evidently,
We can
evidently-
compete with
Just say
anybody,
what you want to
bro.
say,
No,
man.
what I'm saying
We
is-
can
because
play with
Nobody else
anybody.
wants to answer that. Nobody
Yes,
else.
and
Nobody
I-
else cares enough about that.
And this ain't even
as
about
farther down.
no, because this
So
ain't
you
even
say what
about.
you want to say with it.
Yeah, because this ain't
Everybody's
even
still
about.
growing. It's gonna be there when it's time.
But
The growth
everybody is still
ascending.
growing.
Are
That's
they
what I'm
gonna
saying.
decline?
Hey,
Who's
you
better?
you called this game. Go on and call this one.
Yeah, because I think
Go on, speak it. So what? So what you think? Nah, I ain't talking about the Eagles. I'm
So
just
what?
saying, are we Super Bowl contenders? We posing the question to you.
Looking at the picture of the NFC right now, there's only one team right now.
Answer the question, man.
49ers,
Goddamn.
I'm getting there. Fuck what the 49ers did to us in week 5 because of where they're at right now. There's only one team better than us in the NFC, and that's the Eagles.
How you know that?
Because
You know
I'm
what I'm
telling
saying?
you
You
from
saying
the
silly
eye
shit.
test, it's not silly because you
Yeah,
have a team
yeah.
that's 6-1.
Yeah,
They are
happy.
better than us. They are better than us.
Why? Because they ain't played us.
We
We different, bro. This game is different, bro. You fold, it ain't even happen.
I'm telling you
Fuck
we're gonna
all
win.
that.
I'm telling you we're
Nah,
gonna win.
But
you have
you're not.
reason-
You telling me, but you
So
showing
you
something
but
else.
you being the same fan
You
that I am,
talking,
I'm
but
saying
you
Super
showing-
Bowl. No, because
Nah,
that's being
you
because no, bro.
crying, bro.
I'm
You
not crying
scared.
because I'm sitting there saying that we're a Super Bowl contender.
It's
Am I
rivalry
saying
week,
we're
and you
Super-
come. You should say this shit last week or Thursday night.
How?
This on,
How?
bro.
And I'm sitting there
It's
saying that we
Eagles
Super Bowl
time
contenders.
to whip they motherfucking
I just
ass,
said we
bro.
gonna win.
It ain't no time to be
But that
crying
don't, bro. I
about
said we're
running
gonna
down.
beat them, but that don't mean they ain't better, bro. They're playing better football than we are
I
overall.
can't
But
tell.
we're gonna beat them.
They
We're
just
gonna beat
damn
them.
near lost to
playing
the
bro,
why they playing better
Again, could have
Commanders.
lost those because
Commodores.
those are okay. So see, y'all are gonna make me put my cape on for the Eagles, and I don't feel right for this.
You already did.
No, I'm not. I'm
You
saying
already
we're
said
gonna-
they better than
No,
us.
they are better than us,
Finish
but we are going to
flying.
beat them.
Finish
But you
flying.
not
Man,
you
your
beating
picture.
around the
Your-
question.
Your star defensive
The question
end has said
was,
this.
are
Your
we
star
Super
defensive
Bowl
end has come out and said
contenders?
that they are the best team in the NFL right now.
He can say that, but
Okay.
he
Did you
said it
agree with
last
him?
week. That's
Did
what
you
I'm
agree
telling
with him when
you.
he
I'm
said
saying
it?
said
facts
that the
are
other
facts,
day.
bro. I
He
don't
ain't
like
talking
to
about that
hear
this
from
week.
you. I don't like to
It's
hear
on
from you.
now, bro.
So
It's time to
again,
go. You
I'm-
keep talking this some shit. You should have said that shit last week.
I'm not
You
saying
should have
it.
said that shit week
How is
before.
it?
Pass me my
It's
chewing back,
time.
nigga.
It's now. It's time to ride.
How is
This
it?
ain't no time.
I'm sitting there
I don't care
saying.
who's out here.
Just say, don't let me out, bro.
Motherfucker killed your cousin.
Grab
in
a
your
mic.
motherfucking face.
Grab the mic, say, don't let me out. This ain't time for that talk right
How
now,
did
bro.
I
I'm
ever-
gonna keep it
wait,
real.
but
It's time
tell-
to go nuts.
But tell me.
Stay going nuts
Go
if you
nuts.
gonna
I
go
just
nuts.
said we was going nuts, and you tell me you looked at me crazy. Said I was going
Nah,
nuts.
'cause you
looked at me crazy.
Nah, 'cause
So
that was
look at
different.
this week.
We ain't talking about
It's
no
like, you talking about Super Bowl.
I'm saying
we talking about rivalry week.
Because look,
and it's
okay,
on.
okay. So again, I told you
talking
the
about a division
the
game?
word Super Bowl and Cowboys mixed together is always a touch. It's a touchy subject for us. But what I'm saying
It's
is
not a
that
touchy subject.
it is a
It's
touchy
not.
subject for us.
We're
Because if I
supposed to
mention
be,
that,
Yeah,
we're
we
supposed to be there every
Yeah.
year.
so there it is.
If we don't
There
go
it
to the
is.
Super Bowl,
Thank you for answering my question.
It's
'Cause that's
not
in your
it's not
DNA.
Dallas
But
Cowboys.
thank you for answering my
When
question.
you a
Because
Cowboy
again,
fan, that's
when
in
I
your
look at the
DNA.
picture
Yeah.
of the NFL or the NFC right now, I'm going to tell you there's no reason why we're not in the NFC
Been there
championship.
in the last 30 years.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, hold up, man. We supposed to be we supposed to try to contend for it every year, but I don't know about be
Y'all make it
there
seem like
every
I'm
year.
nuts. But I'm
talking
just
to
talking.
to his rivalry week.
Yeah,
we the
I'm on that,
Cowboys.
yeah.
It's DNA in this
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
When you put that star on, it's something in there. Then if you ain't
said
amounting
we gonna
up
beat
to it, then fuck all that. You ain't doing your job.
I said we
but
gonna
when
beat
the expectation is this.
Yes.
W's on them in Super Bowls.
I said we gonna win.
You know what I'm saying? That's the expectation,
Yeah,
bro.
that's
That's
true.
where all that shit come from.
That's true.
That's why they get in there and act like they
But
are
here-
the triplets are they are Roger
That's
and
true.
Nosa. That's what it is.
I don't know.
Star is a star,
they
man.
They don't play like like they believe it, man.
Because they don't know. They not.
I don't think
understanding
they got
the
it in. The players has it in them as much as the fans.
Yeah,
and the ownership have it in them, man.
Yeah,
especially the
Yeah.
fans. We the ones that's true to this shit.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
y'all get checks. Y'all
We
can go
stand on
if
this
y'all
10
want
toes
to.
down. Some
we
of them
stand.
is like, man, I'm here, and we might get traded, some. So I get the business aspect, but we in it. We 10 toes down.
But look, so look, you see how quick it's yeah. But Tiptoe Johnson over here, all week been talking about for the last 3 weeks, talking about oh no, and we went into a rivalry week with San Francisco. It was oh no, man, I don't feel good. But then he go nuts.
They ain't
The
no-
next
they
thing you
ain't
know,
no-
it's like now it's rivalry.
They ain't
So
no
what else
regular-
is rivalry?
they-
Right?
they-
So
we
so-
can beat them.
So,
They're not. The
Yeah,
Niners
we
are
can
not a
beat 'em.
regular
We
season
definitely can
rivalry.
beat 'em.
man, that's a
only in the
rivalry
playoffs.
regardless. That's a rivalry regardless.
Man,
We
no,
done seen them.
we in the
Okay,
division, bro.
we done rival. It's a rivalry.
So
regardless.
okay,
We talking about
so
division in the
in the-
regular season.
Man, it's a rivalry regardless.
I
So
don't, man. Quit talking about this niggas,
before
bro.
it was.
We always heard, bro. You talking about some shit that happened years ago,
no,
bro.
I'm talking about I'm saying that we're better than the Eagles are better than us, but we will win. They are playing better football, and for you to not see that and
I
understand
don't
that,
give a fuck, bro. It's rivalry. You should have talked
We-
that
we-
shit last week.
Sunday
This
we-
nigga scared.
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
Bishop Sunday, man.
Why y'all get it out?
It's not time for that shit now.
After
It's
watching
time to
that
talk
game and
shit.
watching our game, they're not playing better than us.
okay, again,
yeah, we getting ready to see who's the better team.
I'm
Sunday.
telling you, we're gonna beat them, bro. Because I can
understand,
announce
but
facts,
you
bro.
saying
You can look
that-
at facts, bro. Y'all want
I'm
you turn
saying,
into the
watch the game. If you when
Go
you
out
watch
on
the
a limb.
Philly
You
game,
yell
you
at me.
watched us. We look better than them.
I mean, overall, I don't know. They won the way that you want us to win. That's all I'm saying.
Have they
I
played-
don't want
did
to.
they play
I don't
Arizona?
want to. I don't want to even say
I'm
that,
not
dog.
Did
because
Philly
they
play
are winning.
Arizona?
Huh? You said what?
Did they play Arizona yet?
I don't know. I can't tell you because I'm not a Philly fan. I just know when I
But
watch.
you be betting on them.
I bet one game. You did too, nigga. That's all about me.
But I'm saying, but you saying you don't know as if, but you be betting on them.
Look, man, I picked them
I
to
don't
win the
need
games
to do
that I
that
think they
for
would
real.
win. That's all it is. I picked them to think that when I look at the teams across from each other, I pick who I'm thinking is going to win and how much they will win by if they're going to cover that spread. Yes, I
Okay,
did
so
pick them
I'm
to
saying,
Yes,
I'm
I did pick them
so
to win.
if you're doing that, you would know if they play certain teams or
it
not.
might just be the team that they're playing against that I don't trust.
So what about Detroit?
What about them?
In your list of NFCs, you saying where do you put them? Where they rank in the NFC for you?
They would have to be in the top. They're in the top 4. They would have to be in the top 4 with us, with Philly, and with. See, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know what to call.
I think they only lost one game, maybe two, maybe two.
Two? Yeah, but I'm still.
So,
yeah, but I'm
so
still
this
not a
is who the
believer in that.
Eagles beat.
Miami.
They beat
Washington
the Patriots
twice.
25-20. Then they beat the Vikings 34-28. Then they beat the Buccaneers 25-11. Then they beat the Commanders 34-31. They beat the Rams only 23-14.
Okay.
The Jets beat them 20-14. They beat the Dolphins 31-17, and then they just won at the Commanders 38-31.
They got some good wins, but they don't have nothing.
So
to
they're
mind on.
yeah.
What's
So
the-
they
What's the
are.
good win?
I
wasn't listening.
Miami.
The Dolphins wins.
okay,
The
Miami.
Dolphins
Yeah, I
wins
wasn't
a
listening.
good-
My
Miami
bad,
wins
my
a good
bad,
win.
my bad.
The Miami wins a good win, but outside of that, they beat the teams they were
So
supposed to beat.
before we wrap this up, man, the question is, will we have a different team because trade deadline 4 p.m. tomorrow, Tuesday?
Tomorrow trade.
Will we have a
deadline,
new
4
look
p.m.
team? According to I think Jerry's like no right now, and I think McCarthy like he likes his team. So what
I
do
think
y'all
if
think?
we would have lost yesterday, we would have made a move
For sure.
for sure. Now without that loss, I think it's gonna have to be something. Somebody's gonna have to dangle a carrot and for us to bite.
Only
Because-
move that dude's makings to the Bourbon Lounge. I'm not making no move, man. He never
I heard
makes a move.
there was an
You
interesting.
can't say never make a move, and we got Cooper on the
Chicago's
trade.
number 1 cornerback. I heard there was some interest in there with a
Yeah, I
few
seen that
teams.
too.
Who?
With us and
Chicago's.
Carter.
Yeah, I seen that too.
Chicago's
Chicago's corner.
cornerback.
I seen that too.
Jalen
One of their
Johnson?
better cornerbacks.
Yeah, I think it is now.
Jalen Johnson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that too.
That was the
I ain't
latest
really much
rumor
nothing.
that I seen.
I see Tennessee got they win. They backed out of they running back and receiver. Denver got them a win. They putting a pause on their 2 receivers. So, yeah, I don't think too much is really great happening.
Well,
We ain't ready to do a
they
damn
said
thing.
that we never made a call anyway at Tennessee, so it didn't matter if they was thinking about it or not.
Yeah, they said they weren't making no calls.
We
But
didn't make a call.
what I know, shit.
Yeah, Jerry set the record straight early too. He said he wasn't gonna be reaching out no way. So.
Yeah, I think if we would have lost, something would have happened. But
I think Jerry's reaching for is that Scottish.
and they ain't Garoppolo's ass.
Only thing Jerry's reaching for is that a bottle of scotch. About it.
You think he drank scotch? He look like he drank scotch.
He looks like he
He
drank
looks like he
scotch.
drank scotch, man. I wonder what do Jerry drink, man. Let's put a poll out there.
Jerry,
look
get
like
back
he
to
I
it.
got
What you
some
drink?
Probably got some at Van Ripple.
He most definitely got some bets
some
over there.
Van
He
Jerry,
most
send us a bet, man. That's what we want.
Send us a bottle of that Happy Van Ripple.
You got to send me 4 or 5 front row or box stadium seats to one of these
You know what I mean?
games.
Put me on the staff. I'm toe up.
Put Steve on the staff. Put him on the scouting
Put me in there
staff.
somewhere with the so I can put the polo on,
We
man.
gonna put it.
I got the polo.
We gonna
Keep
put
dropping
I got the polo.
burgers.
I'm gonna have to pull it out so I can wear it next week.
So-
Man,
so
I first
it's a
got pulled the
big
polo
game.
out.
Week this week.
I pulled the polo out. My kids told me I'm on the coaching
Dropping
staff.
burgers, eating burgers.
Yeah. Hey, it's what you gonna get on Cowboys Raw Uncut. So do we before we wrap this up, man, where we gonna be watching the game at Sunday? Everybody just gonna be chilling at their own
Fuck
spot.
you, Philly.
Yes, on.
Yeah, I'm gonna be somewhere.
I
I'm
can't
gonna
wait
be
to see
somewhere.
the
Yeah.
game, though, man. It's
Is
gonna be
it
a
4?
good
Is
one.
it 4? Was
Yeah.
it 4?
Yeah,
America's
4
game of the
o'clock
week.
game. When they come
America's
back to
game of the
our
week.
place, though, it's a Sunday night.
And fuck all your 3
should've
T
been one
fans,
this
too. Fuck you, Philly.
3 teeth fans.
Man, tell them again, OG.
Fuck all your 3 teeth fans.
Yeah. Tell them again, man. They was laughing at Michael Irvin when he was laying motionless on the field, man.
Boo Santa Claus.
Tell them one more time, man.
That was
Fuck you,
That was
3
my worst
teeth
moment in Cowboy history right there.
undisciplined lowlifes.
That's what they
Do
are.
we like cheese steaks
Yeah, I
like
fuck
that,
with
man?
cheesesteak.
Fuck a cheese
Fuck
steak.
with cheesesteak, 'cause cheesesteak do be
We
fine.
like
Yeah, you
chicken
fucked up.
Phillies down there.
Yeah, we
Fuck
like
a
chicken
cheese
Phillies.
steak.
we like brisket.
We do brisket. Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. We do brisket.
Yeah, we do brisket. That's how we do it,
Big
man.
beef ribs, big as your back.
Yeah. Well, that's another episode, man. Of Cowboys Raw Uncut, man. Crew out.
Welcome back, Steve-O.
Cowboys Raw Uncut. 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 Cowboys Raw Uncut.